much. It's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your November energy forecast. First of all, I just want to say to my Sag friends that you're definitely going through it. You're so close to Sagittarius season, to your birthdays, that of course you are very much in the depths of the darkness of your dark season. And for my November Sages, birthday is right around the corner, which is definitely going to bring you back to life. For my December Sages, you have a little bit more time to go before you're going to be feeling good and feeling like you're on the right page. So coming into November, just want to throw it out there that maybe take a listen to November's energy forecast, where I can spend a little bit more time and go into a little bit more depth on what each of these energy shifts are going to mean. But coming into November, of course, we are smack dab in the middle of eclipse season. And eclipse season is not over yet. We have really have to be open to surrendering to the things coming and going in our lives, to the ups and downs. We will have a better, I'm going to say, understanding, a better direction, a better point of view. Once eclipse season is over, it will definitely sort us out in all the right ways, but we're not there yet. And because of that, there's likely a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos going on. You're definitely feeling like you can't take any more, like you're running out of life force energy. And a lot of that is true because, of course, you're so close to your birthday. You will get that solar infusion on your birthday that will fill you up with that life force energy that you're going to need for your next natal year. But you do have to get through a couple more weeks before that is going to happen. So, coming right out of the gate, we have the full moon eclipse. This is a total lunar eclipse taking place in Taurus on November 8th at 16 degrees. Now, this will essentially close the eclipse season out. And this is definitely setting us up for the third and final chapter of what this particular storyline has been. And I just want to remind you, or rewind you, that we have to go back to November of 2021. That is when this particular life lesson has definitely been initiated. And all the eclipses that we have had since November of 2021 has been on this Taurus and Scorpio axis. Now, the Taurus and Scorpio axis is about realizing what parts of us, what part of our lives need to die in order for there to be a brand new space for new things to be born. Very much the Taurus energy, because the full moon is a full illumination on what it is that is ending, what it is that needs to be released. And because this is in Taurus energy, this is likely focusing in on your physical realm, the routines, your self-worth, your self-confidence, relationship dynamics, skills, talents, money matters. This is all very Taurus topics and themes. And we have to realize what is ending, what has fallen away, what has fallen apart in order for there to be something kind of birthed or born much better, much stronger, much more in alignment in its place. The full moon eclipse in Taurus is going to be highlighting your sixth house, and your sixth house is about your physical health and wellness. It is about the physical routines that you have in the run of your day, the tasks, the chores, the roles, the responsibilities that you have, and where you need to start making a little bit more time for yourself. The mind, body, and soul equation has gotten so out of whack, and especially seeing as you're in your dark season just before your birthday, it does feel like you are dying. Essentially, you are. There's very limited life force energy left in you. And this whole, I'm going to say, Taurus and Scorpio topic and theme and spiritual life lesson that we've been in since November of 2021 has been on this 12th house and 6th house access for you. Your spiritual health and wellness versus your physical health and wellness. Where it is that you have to be a little bit more organized in your life so that you're not constantly having to fly by the seat of your pants and encounter some downfalls because you didn't have time to prepare. This is also a full look at your mental health situation, which likely is not good right now because, again, you're in your dark season. But we are bringing things full circle. There is a brand new aha moment coming to you, a brand new worth, a brand new value that you are going to see within yourself, within your life, and of course, help you kind of recalibrate what needs to be done in your day-to-day life, where your routines, relationships, and money matters are concerned. Now, on the 16th, we have Venus, the goddess of love and beauty and worth and pleasure and money, who just ruled over the full moon in Taurus, mind you. So she's definitely bringing some unexpected energy. She will be moving into Sagittarius energy. And this, of course, will be the very first personal planet moving into this Sag energy for you, trying to bring a little bit of life back. And this will be illuminating your first house's self. So there definitely is a visual, aesthetic glow up happening before you receive your, I'm going to say, downloads for the next year. But she's also kind of bringing a new vibe with her. Things have gotten very serious for my Sagittarian friends over the last couple of months. A lot of my Sag friends have lost their spark, lost their optimism, lost their confidence, lost their faith in a lot of things. They've just kind of been a little bit on zombie autopilot. And I feel like Venus moving back into Sag energy is going to kind of encourage you to bring that playful spirit back, to bring some optimism back, to bring that confidence back, and really just kind of open you up to what it is that you want to kind of discover, what it is you want to explore. This is going to help you redefine what it is that your goals are, your vision is, your dream is, especially where your relationships are concerned. Many relationships, of course, taking a hit over these last couple of months, having the power exchange, the energy exchange in those relationship dynamics be a little bit topsy-turvy. We're always trying to balance the scales there, but you haven't been feeling good. You haven't been feeling like yourself. And therefore, I feel like many of my Sag friends have let other people kind of take the lead role in their lives. And it's time for my Sag friends to take their power back. On the 17th, we have Mercury moving into Sag energy, bringing a brand new mental state to your life. Thank goodness. Things have gotten dark. They've gotten a little bit, I'm going to say, tumultuous up in that mental plane. It's been very kind of hard dealing with obsessive thoughts and paranoia and focusing in on the bad and not really seeing the bigger, brighter picture or the silver linings. And that is what you are best at. So to have that vibration, that frequency interrupted and kind of taken away from you, Mercury entering into Sag energy is going to bring that optimism, that confidence, that big picture vision back. It's also going to be in your first house, which means that you're getting your voice back. You want to stand in the spotlight. You want to be heard. There's been a lot of thoughts and ideas and emotions that you've been biting your tongue on, that you've been kind of keeping to yourself. And now is the time that you're really going to find is an opportunity to share them. Now, I know most of my Sag friends, you operate without a filter anyways, but Mercury being in Sag, we're very straightforward. We're very direct. We have no problem speaking the truth. However, what I will say to you is because relationships are a little bit unstable, we might not be as well received as we had hoped. And what I will say to my Sag friends is really try to put your words through a filter before you say them. It's going to cause you a lot of drama in the long run, but definitely be a little bit more forthcoming with some of the ideas that you've been percolating on over the last couple of months that you've been keeping to yourself. On the 22nd, we have the sun moving into Sag energy, giving us Sagittarius season. You will start beginning to feel like yourself again, because of course the sun is our life force energy. It's shining a bright light in the first house of self. Who are you now that certain situations have taken place that has forever altered who it is that you are and who it is that you will be? Who are you? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to present yourself as? This particular energy is definitely going to bring the positive vibrations back, the playful energy back. This is going to help you really redefine the path moving forward. I know many of my Sag friends have felt stuck between some options, some paths, some decisions, some directions. This is going to help you redefine where the spark is at, where the excitement is back, where it is that you're actually being asked in your heart space, in your soul space to pursue a new path. And a lot of that has to do with this new version of yourself, this 2.0 version of yourself that you will be tapping into the closer that you get to your birthday. On the 23rd, we have the new moon taking place in Sagittarius. This is your new moon. This is in the first house of self. and it's taking place at a 1 degree. So this is relatively a brand new, fresh, clean slate that you have to work with for the next 2.5 years. So you want to be very, very intentful on what it is that you have your sights focused on, what that dream, what that vision, what that goal is, who you have to be, who is going to lead this charge, lead this vision, lead this dream. I feel like there's a new belief system that is kind of being adopted within you. And most of that has been through the strength and the perseverance that you've had to tap into with some of the very tough life lessons that have been thrown at you over the last little bit and totally changed and morphed who it is that you've had to be, the roles, the responsibilities that you've had to jump into, karmically speaking. So this new moon is really your new moon to set the tone on what it is that you want to experience for this next natal year. And a lot of it should be bringing the spark, the passion back, the excitement back, the playful energy back. It's time to have a little bit of fun and lighten up what has been a very serious vibe. Also on the 23rd, we have Jupiter, your ruler, going direct in Pisces energy. So this is going to be great because now you're going to be able to take that energy and do something with it. You're going to be able to make moves. You're going to be able to see where it is that you've grown. You're going to be able to implement some new routines, some new improvements, and it's all heart-based. You will be refreshed at this point. You would have reconnected to your dreams, to your visions, to your desires. And Jupiter going direct in Pisces is illuminating this 4th house. Many of my Sag friends have had a lot of ups and downs taking place in the 4th house, which is your home, which is your family dynamic. Environments changing, roles and responsibilities changing, the house itself, the environment is changing. And of course, this is feeding off of some of the topsy-turvy changes that were thrown at you in 2021. And this is kind of finding a new grounding point, a new foundation, a new sense of peace in the home, in the family dynamics, in the foundation of your safety and your security. So some of the messages that I would like for you to focus on as you move through the month is what is actually changing in your life. What is actually the biggest transformation taking place in your life right now, especially when we take a look at the tough love life lessons that have been thrown at you and where it is that your strength has definitely been tested. A lot of this has to do with the roles and responsibilities that you've had to boss up and step into through no fault of your own, but it's really showing you how much strength you have, how much perseverance and resiliency you have. And although, it's not so nice to go through some tough love life lessons that totally alter who it is that you are and transform your reality and your landscape forever, you're stepping into your power. You're really getting to know yourself. You're really getting to kind of bust through the ceilings of the limitations that you had set on yourself. And that is a beautiful thing. Now, you will become the judge and jury of your life as you move through this month, mostly because you are in your dark season. You have to sort out what is working for you, what isn't, what needs to be left behind, what it is that you need to embrace and embody to move forward in this brand new chapter to create some of these new realities and these new experiences. Don't be too harsh on yourself, but also be accountable, be responsible for what it is that you've been failing to implement in your life, failing to let go of, failing to create. It is no good to kind of cry over spilled milk, but at the same time, you haven't given yourself permission to grieve, to be sad, to kind of go through the cycle of emotions of loss. There's been a lot of changes in your life, and many of my Sag friends just muster up the courage and the bravery to deal with it, to survive through it, to have the best attitude as possible to deal with certain life situations. But at the end of the day, there's a want, need, and desire to process those heavier emotions, to be sad, to grieve, to really kind of, wholeheartedly say goodbye and let go of the parts of yourself and the parts of your lives that, of course, will never be the same again. So that's all that I have for you this month, Sag. I hope you have a beautiful November, a beautiful birthday season. And of course, I hope you start feeling a little bit better, a little bit more like yourself as we move through the month of November. I'm sending you so much love, and we'll talk to you soon.